Go first class. Go with Plymouth Glass, your top choice for custom glass shower enclosures. Plymouth Furniture. Home starts here. Shop the Pig. Keats's Piggly Wiggly with locations in Plymouth, Howards Grove, Sheboygan, and Kiel. Meyer Motors. Serving the community with new and used vehicles for over 99 years. Visit us on social or gomeyermotors.com. Waldo State Bank. Local, independent, like you. American Legion. Veterans strengthening America with family and community engagement. Call 920-627-1879 for more information or visit wilegion.org.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, PDTR race fans from far and near. Welcome to PDTR on an absolutely beautiful Saturday night for racing 4 divisions, 91 cars. Can't say enough about that. But in order to get this night started, I have 3 fantastic and lovely guests here to get this evening begun, courtesy of our good friends at Just Full Electric. Ladies, do not be shy on the microphone. What's your name? Where are you from?
Isabella in Mansfield.
All right, Mansfield, Ohio. So do you guys walk here, hitchhike? Did you get a ride?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. All right. We're not afraid to Uber when we're young. Fantastic. And you are?
Peyton.
Peyton. And you?
Ellie.
Well, ladies, welcome to PDTR. We appreciate it. Now, have they instructed you back in the locker room what you're all psyched up for, what you got to do right now? Anybody told you? You haven't been briefed? Get hyped. How are we going to do that? Scream. Well, you can either warn somebody that you're being attacked or you can get psyched up. What I want you guys to do in a count of 3 is I want you to scream into this microphone, "Let's go racing," as loud as you possibly can. Because this crowd, once they scream that, you already know what to do. I hope you got your stomping shoes on because I want this place to shake when they tell you that we are going to go racing. So you ladies ready? Count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go racing!
I love it when I can picture Rocket Russ's collectibles just shaking on his tables right underneath there. Ladies, thank you very much. Before we get started, though, we will determine the invert for our main event. With the captain of the guard, I am down here with Scott Bader. We will roll that dice. Ladies, do you guys want to play rock, paper, scissors, or do you want to throw the dice and determine our invert for our A-main for our sprint cars later? Right there on the front. You got a whole field full of mud. We are going to invert. We're going to invert the top 4. Nice job. We need to take her to the casino later. All right. Ladies, fantastic. Thank you. Welcome from Ohio, from all of us here in Wisconsin. And you already heard him give the command, but you need to answer me too. Are you ready to go racing? We got Super 6 late models in the chute. We got the veteran voice George up in the booth. We got Scott Bader on his ATV, and I have got a crew of the best and some of the greatest race fans in the business. So George, I'm going to throw it up top to you. Let's get this night started, buddy.
Oh, slipping on my math tonight, but we got it now. 3 heats of 7 coming to the line. We gotta go. Oh, quickly Nick Andelink goes to the point. No surprise there, is there? He's being chased by Barkholz, Edler in the 77, Dan White the 03, Bongiorno in the 55. Bongiorno squeezes his way up a spot, turn 4. Barkholz right on the tail of that 15 hot rod of Andelink. Andelink, perfect line off turn 4, 2 laps in the buck. Andelink now with a 3-car length lead over Barkholz. Edler in the 3rd spot. Bongiorno in 4th. Again, it's passing points the deal. Obviously turning some pretty fast laps here. Andelink continues to grow his lead. Andelink coming down looking at the green flag with 2 laps to go, 2 to go. White flag will be coming out for your leader, Nick Andelink. Andelink. Scheenberger turned around. So they'll pick it up a little bit now as we go to turn 3, coming over to 4. We're gonna go. So Bill Edler from the outside of that 2nd row takes over 2nd spot. Now 1 lap to go. We got a tight battle back in the pack. Jaden Schmidt at 24 all over the back of the 55. Might have a little contact, not much, if any. Off turn 4, your first checkered flag of the night will go to Nick Andelink in the 15. So your winner of heat race number 1, the 15 car of Nick Andelink. 2nd, the 77 Edler. 3rd, 56 Barkholz. 4th place, 24S Schmidt. Then the 55 Bongiorno, the 03 White, and rounding it out, the 16 of Schoenberger, who dropped out of the race a little bit early with apparent problems. All right, turn 4 looks good. We get a green. Miller, your leader, but oh, he's got company. Mullen in the 99. McGrath the 74. Mullen trying to get to the inside of Miller, not quite. Into turn 1, Brad Miller right down on the tires. Mike Mullen right on his tail. Mitch McGrath going to the outside, sideways through 3 and 4. Oh my, look at that, that's pretty. Again, Miller has his hands full with Mike Mullen. Completing the 3rd lap. Mullen down low, coming off 4. Can he do it? I don't think so, no. Into turn 1, it'll be Miller. Now Mitch McGrath all over the back of the 99 car of Mullen. We got a good one going here in our 2nd heat race. Miller has him covered. Miller leads. Mullen 2nd, McGrath 3rd. 3-car Swedberg up into the 4th spot now. Swedberg running 4th. We'll have 2 to go this time by. Brad Miller works his way through 3 and 4 down the stretch. You'll see the signal, 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go now. Swedberg working on Mitch McGrath. That'd be for third. Now Mullen a little high in 2, opening the door for McGrath. McGrath down low. Looks like he's going to take second away from Mullen. And here comes Swedberg. Swedberg third. Wow, what a finish. What a finish. Brad Miller, the winner. McGrath second. Swedberg came up almost from nowhere with a solid finish in third. Then it was Mullen and Green. Wow, that was exciting, wasn't it? Sponsors on your winning car tonight here at the racetrack. Here they come off turn 4. We're gonna go. Letizia, your leader. Taylor Scheffler, that white car in the second spot, being chased by the 70 of Justin Ritchie. About a 3-4, car sideways over there in turn 2. So we will go yellow. I believe that's Chris Ortel. It is turned around in turn 2. Eric Letizia. He'll lead him over to 4 on the gas, and away we go. Into turn 1, it'll be Letizia, Scheffler, Ritchie, and then Specht. Letizia rolls through turn 2 and down the back chute. Leading the third lap. Taylor Scheffler, he's not going to go away. You can count on that. Now Specht has gotten ahead of Justin Ritchie. That'd be for third. Sawyer Specht all over your leader. And he's on the inside, hammer down, and he'll drag race down the front stretch with Letizia holding on to the lead. Now halfway through, 4 down, 4 to go. Here comes Scheffler on the backstretch. No room going into 3. Letizia a little high in 4. And Scheffler will slide to the lead. Letizia on the outside, Scheffler on the inside. Taylor Scheffler with the lead. Off turn number 4 with 2 laps to go. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go for Taylor Scheffler as he grows that lead. What a battle for third going on. The 99 of Specht, the 70 of Justin Ritchie off turn 4. It will be Sawyer Specht in the third spot. Taylor Scheffler picks up the win. Second, Letizia, the D1. Third, the 99. I tell you, this young man has really gotten good. That means better in the years he's been racing here. He comes up and passes Ritchie for third. That drops Justin Ritchie to fourth. Chris Ortel in the 51 would be fifth. Sean Miller, the 21M. Cody Welsh, the 93, will round out your finish. 3 very exciting.
Rossman in the front row setting the pace, starting the race. Clayton Rossman, still a teenager, wet behind the ears out of Wadsworth, Illinois, as they get ready to go green. Alex throws it, and we are racing. Rossman showing the fast way around in the opening lap, screaming through 3 and 4. It'll be the Wadsworth native Clayton Rossman leading us through that first lap. Kevin Carnage close by at second. Joseph Hitz rounding out your top 3. 1 lap in, 7 to go. Rossman with about a 5-car length advantage over second place Carnitz right now. Joseph Hitz, previous feature winner a few weeks ago, running in the third spot. Rossman, Carnitz, and Hitz, your top 3, followed by Justin Erickson and Cole Stellan rounding out your top 5. Four laps in, 4 to go. You're halfway home, and he raced number 1. Carnitz starting to reel him in a little bit. A 3-car length advantage for Rossman. Kevin Karnitz, a KG veteran. Rossman, a 2-time wingless sprint car champion, leading the way as we start into the final 3 laps of our first heat race. Extending that lead as he comes out of turn number 4. We'll be down to a deuce. 2 to go for Clayton Rossman. Hits holding on to 3rd. Erickson in 4th. Top 5. Cole Stella and that 9C holding on to the 5th spot. White flag is flying. Alex let you know you got 1 lap to go, and Clayton Rossman trying to sink his teeth into a heat race victory here tonight. And the young man out of Wadsworth, Illinois, is going to bring home the win. Taking the checkers is Clayton Rossman. Kevin Karnitz comes home in 2nd. Joseph Hintz in 3rd. Justin Erickson in 4th. 5th spot going to be determined at the line, and 5th spot belongs to the 46. Stephen Rue coming out of nowhere, getting around Cole Stella for 5th. Toast to Frosty, one back home in Pleasant Prairie at Johnny's Poorhouse. Is Johnny Poor's House, Daywalt Motorsports, Object Controls, McGill Trucking, and Master Truck and Trailer. Celebrating a heat race number 1 win with their pilot behind the wheel with the 09 out of Wadsworth, Illinois. A lot of Plymouth for Clayton Rossman. Plymouth Dirt Track Racing website and Facebook page. All the news that's fit to print, news updates, point standings, weather standings, and of course, where you need to be on your weekends and all the information you need at those 2 sites. We go green on heat race number 2. Hammer down for Brady Porchy. He's going to lead us through lap number 1 of our 2nd heat race of the night. Scott Cocker and Alex Pokorski in 2nd and 3rd. Drag race down the backstretch for the 2nd spot. AP Alex Pokorski stealing that 2nd place from Conger. Conger fights back down low, nothing doing. Pokorski in 2nd. Conger slides back to 3rd. Everybody trying to catch up to BP Brady Porchy in the 55. Porchy pedaling faster than the rest of the big kids. Out front, Pokorski 2nd, Conger in 3rd. TJ Smith running in 4th. The geezer Lance Fosbender got his crosshairs on the back of the 69S trying to find his way around Smith. Great battle going on for the 4th spot right now between the 7 of Fosbender and the 69S of Smith. 5 in, 3 to go. Here comes Alex Pokorski. Knocking at the back door of the 55. Pia Porchy with the laps winding down. Porchy able to get a little bit of a distance between himself and Pokorski, but he gains a little bit of ground. Pokorski catching up as they come out of 2 down the backstretch. Alex going to have the white flag in his hand from atop the Hop Farms Crow's Nest. Pokorski looking low, Porchy up high. We may have a fight for this one before it's all said and done as we go into turn number 3 and 4. Brady Porchy nipping down low, keeping that nose clean, and your winner of heat race number 2, Brady Porchy, brings it home. Alex Pokorski in 2nd, Scott Coger in 3rd, TJ Smith in 4th, Lance Fosbender rounds out your top 5. How about it for the Hempworks Electric Tech, Lazao Landscape and Country Equipment Service number 55P, and the winner of heat race number 2. How about it, Plymouth, for Brady Porchy? These are high on a Saturday night here at PDTR. I do believe we're ready to turn them loose in turn 4. Alex got the green flag in his hand. Let's do it for real. The Sidewinder, Kevin Seidler out there in that 7th tail gunner spot as we drop the green on heat race number 3. Ben Schmidt, the leader of lap number 1, with Donnie Gayton and Billy Kreitz close behind. Ben Schmidt, your 2-time and defending champion, both here at PDTR and of the MSA Sprint Cars, piloting car number 1. Great battle going on for 3rd right now. Caitlin Krebsbach knocking on the back window of Billy Kreitz. Check out that young lady in that 08 looking to snatch a podium spot here in the early going. 3 laps in, 5 to go. Ben Schmidt, track record holder, defending champion and current leader of heat race number 3 at car number 1 as we come down to the halfway point. 4 laps in, 4 to go. Donnie Gayton holding on to the second spot. Gets real quiet, then it gets loud when they come out of turn 4. God bless the makers of these grandstands. Caitlin Krebsbach able to take over that third spot. Caitlin have a great run of it in the early going now. We're going to be down to 2 to go this time by. Ben Schmidt dominating performance. Here comes Caitlin Krebsbach looking to take second spot away from Donnie Gayton as the battles continue with a white flag in Alex's hand. Checkered flag going to be waving right now. The Gladiator with clear skies ahead. Ben Schmidt, the winner of heat race number 3. Donnie Gayton comes home in second. Caitlin Krebsbach in third. Billy Kreitz in fourth. Chris Clayton will round out your top 5. So the winner of heat race number 3, the pilot of the Gibbsville Cheese Gate and Auto Body, Better Newman Appliance, Funky Monkey Beach Bar, Winter Family Cattle, number 1, your defending champion, the Gladiator, Ben Schmidt. For our main event here tonight are ready to take the green as they come out of turn number 4. Alex, turn him loose. Let's get it done. Chris Larson with a 6-car length advantage over second place Kurt Davis through lap number 1. Lap number 2, Larson continues to lead, followed by Kurt Davis. Bill Taylor running in a 3rd spot. Great battle going on for 4th right now between the 11 of Wondra, the 22B of Berth, as they are continuing to get ready to go at it. Wondra in 4th, Berth trying that high line, kicking up that dust. Wondra able to gain a tad bit more of an advantage, holding on to the 4th spot as Berth holds on to 5th. Davis making up some ground coming out of turn number 4. Now Hollywood all over the back porch of the 51 of Larson. Davis looking to the inside again, got the grip and rip, got a little out of shape there in turn 4. 2 to go. Kurt slides back a little bit. Larson looking for his 3rd career heat race win if he can bring it home with 1 lap to go. The All-City Towing number 51 with a 4-car length advantage over Davis going into turn number 3 and 4. Can he get a heat race win number 3 of the career? He sure can. Chris Larson taking home the checkered flag. Kurt Davis comes home in 2nd. Bill Taylor in 3rd. Wondra in 4th. Brandon Berth rounds out your top 5. Kudos going out to the All-City Towing, Professional Plating, Olson's Outdoor Power Equipment, Brett's Towing, Long Shot Sports Bar number 51, picking up his 3rd career heat race win in car number 51. How about a Plymouth for Chris Larson?
Lined up nice, coming over to 4. Hammer down, we gotta go. They race into turn number 1, and on the outside for the lead momentarily will be Darren Meyer. Not far away though, Gaucher. Now Gaucher on the inside. He's going to take that lead away. Look at the inside. We got to move. The K9 car goes from 3rd to 1st. Tyler Wilson in that car. Looks almost like a street stock, but he's running with the ground. Oh, 3 wide in turn 3. How's that going to work? Well, sliding out of there is the 8 car of Richards. Man, they're passing cars out there tonight. So your leader will remain the K9 car of Wilson. He's got a little bit of a lead. Battle going on now for 2nd. Oh, a couple cars tango. over in turn 4, and that'll bring out a caution flag. 27 car of Gaucher, and it looks like the 25M of Meyer. It's good on the gas, and away we go. All right, a lot of action over there in turn 3. Very close racing. Derry caught, hanging on to the second spot. Trying to run up front and get a good spot for the A-main later, but boy, that's going to be tough, real tough. 3 cars battling there for 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and now another one joining the fray. That would be the 48 car of Frank, Roger Frank. He's out of Beaver Dam. Wilson continues to lead with 2 laps to go. Top 4 will go to the A-main. Right now the 8 car holding on to that 4th spot. That's Richards. White flag in the air. Wilson, caught, spins himself out of the A-main transfer spot. Oh, Derek, you didn't want to do that. That'll move the 48 car up into 4th. Checkered flag in the air, so your winner, Tyler Wilson in the K9. Second, the 8R Richards. Then we got the 5R Rue, 48 of Frank. Those 4 transfer to the A-main. Once again, hammer down, little better though, we get a green. Side by side down the backstretch, your front row cars. Yancey has the lead so far as we complete lap 1. Little sheet metal loose on the 11 car. Dylan May dragging a little plastic or sheet metal, can't tell from up here. He's holding the 2nd spot. Field is really bunched up tight as we complete lap 2. Yancey leads, May in 2nd, we're rolling 3rd. Tyler Kulo 4th, Luke Skolton in that orange machine in the 5th spot. 3 laps in the book now, 3 laps in the book. Tyler Kulo getting into a roll, looking to pick up a spot. Wheel to wheel down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Kulo will have the 3rd spot. Now he's working on Dylan May for 2nd. Kulo down low on the inside, works his way up alongside that 11 car. Here comes Luke Skolton. Skolton trying to come from the back row. He's moving up into 3rd. 3 laps to go this time, 3 to go. Austin Yancey down the backstretch with a couple of car length lead over Kulo. Kulo, a former champion, as is Skolton in the 80. They're right now running 2nd and 3rd with 2 laps to go. Down the backstretch, things tightening up a little bit for your front cars. 1, 2, 3 right in the row as they come off 4. Hammer down Yancey. Can he hang on with a lap to go? Tyler Kulo trying to squeeze under. Kulo down low down the backstretch. We got a battle for the lead. Here comes Luke Skolton in the 80. Skolton down low in the 80. Kulo comes off turn 4, your leader, and it'll be Skolton in the 2nd spot. Tyler Kulo came from the 3rd row up to get the win. Former track champion, sponsored by Rutson Law. Got the cone down there signifying the start, and away we go. Oh, Dent a little bit slow getting started off turn 4. Brad Weiss will like that as he jumps out to the lead. Weiss will be your leader after lap 1. Maverick Rue second, Jeff Muehlbauer third. Muehlbauer now moving up under Rue, trying to get that second spot. Don Source Jr., the 99S car, currently running in 5th. He's working on the 16. Weiss opening up his lead on the backstretch. Source Jr. now up into 4th. Final transfer spot. Oh, he gets a little high. Oh, we got a spin. Espen gets around in 4. He'll keep it going. Jason Eek had to slow way down to avoid that, but they keep the race going with 4 laps to go. So now you have Weiss your leader, Muehlbauer in the 2nd spot, Maverick Rue 3rd, then the 16 car of Will Schumacher, the white car, and Don Source Jr. trying to figure out a way to get around that 16 car to get that final transfer spot. Two laps to go now, 2 to go. White flag coming out this time by for your leader, Brad Weiss. Brad Weiss coming through 3 and 4. He will see the checkered flag from Alex. It's in the air. And we have a winner in our 3rd Grand National Heat Race, Brad Weiss. That is Brad's 10th heat race win here at Plymouth. So your 4 transfer cars are Weiss, Muehlbauer in the 5, Maverick Rue in the 93, Don Source Jr. the 99. Those 4 cars will transfer to tonight's 25-lap Grand National A main. 4th row, 2-time track champion, 2-time defending champion Will Source, and Trent Bogart in the 45, and we are green. Down the backstretch we go. Persha, your leader. Ryan Gillis, the 89 car, right now sitting 2nd. We got a whole bunch of them up behind him. Little sheet metal being bent. Ryan Minster works his way up on the inside. He's in that white 37 car. He gets by Kafka. Now he's going after the next car. Meanwhile, Gillis is your leader. Gillis won the last feature a few weeks ago. And hang on, there comes Will Source in the 14. Will Source from the 7th starting spot, currently running 3rd. Oh, we got a little trouble over there, a little smoke. I think a couple of cars were maybe rubbing some tires or sheet metal, I don't know. But anyway, everybody's under power and away we go. Working on lap number 4. Gillis leads, Minster 2nd, Will Source in the 3rd spot. Scott Kafka, the final transfer spot, 4th. Kafka, the 23. Three laps to go. Will Source in the 14 trying to figure out a way to get around Minster in the white 37. Minster, a lot of years experience. He's not going to give it to him, I'll guarantee you that. Now Source look to the inside, down in 4. He look inside again in turn 1, right down by the tires, but nowhere to go. We'll see a white flag next time. 1 lap to go for Gillis. 1 lap to go for your leader, battle for 2nd. Source trying to get under the 37, but not enough room. I think he's got the power to do it, but you got to have an opportunity. Off turn 4, we'll race for the checkers. It's going to be, oh, what does it say? Minster 2nd, Source 3rd, Kafka 4th. So your winner, the Hall of Famer from Plymouth, the 89, Brian Gillis. In the second spot, the 37, Ryan Minster. Third, 14X Source. And rounding out your transfer spots, the 23 of Kafka. Then it's the 53W, the 4,
In the 17, and Vince Young in the 67, Steve Ellis in the 25S make up row number 4. Bring him into turn number 4 and wave that green flag. Let's get to it. Three wide, beating and banging in turn number 2. That's what I like to see. A little bit of a battle royal among the modifieds in the opening lap. And right now, your leader through lap number 1 is going to be Travis Schmidt. You know, when you're the defending champion, you can pick right up where you left off. Tim Trude in second, Spencer Long in third, Vince Young in fourth. Got a ways to go until we decide this one. Again, top 4 punch their dance card into the big show a little bit later tonight. And right now, it is all Travis Schmidt with Tim Trude running in second, followed by Long and Young. Now it looks like Spencer Long going to make his move on Trude as he takes over the second spot. Going into turn number 3, Spencer Long works his way up towards the back end of our leader. And now Tim Trude sliding back to 4th. Vince Young putting up a heck of a fight in the 12T. Great fight going on out front, but right now it is all Travis Schmidt. Spencer Long in hot pursuit. There's that 67 of Vince Young currently in third. Tim Trude rounding out the 4th. Yellow flag comes out for the Roman numeral 15 of Don Marquardt getting spun at turn number 4. 3 in, 5 to go. Travis Schmidt, your defending champion leader. They get in the loud pedal coming out of turn number 4, and we're back to green. Vince Young taking a peek under the skirt of the 59S of Spencer Long. Nothing doing. Spencer Long hangs out in the second spot while Travis Schmidt continues to lead the way. Halfway home, 4 in, 4 to go. Travis Schmidt continuing to dominate and show the quick way around. Spencer Long and Vince Young, your top 3. Tim Trude holding out of that 4th spot. That shiny white number 12T, your 4th and final transfer car. White flag flies. We've got 1 to go for your defending champ, Travis Schmidt. And I know that he's had a feature event win earlier this season and a heat race win here tonight. Taking the checkers, your defending champion, Travis Schmidt. Spencer Long comes home in second. Vince Young in third. Tim Trude rounds out your top 4. Again, top 4 go to the show. So Tim Trude, Vince Young, Spencer Long find their way to the big dance, but heading down to Victory Lane tonight. That's the Racers Hall, Common State Bank, Wicked Spirits, MMW Industrial Supply, Barry Moss Engines, number 3, Travis Schmidt. Rory Welch, and our 4th and final row, Hunter Larson in the 9, Scott Ellis in the 23S out of Lakeville, Illinois. We've got a no-show taking a green flag, and we're off to it. Three wide coming out of turn 4 right now, and it is all Ryan Spohr in the 1X. Spohr having a great ride, and here comes one of the young guns, Logan Brass. The 89, he had started putting his nose up front. Now it looks like he had a few problems. Banging and ganging with the rest of the field. Proxima spins it around in turn 4. Logan Brass loses power, and we're going to probably lose a lap. No, we stay green. We stay green. We've got a flat tire on Logan Brass's car. Proxima able to keep it going. We come out of turns number 3 and 4. That's going to be the 48 of Matt Urban. Matt Urban on point now after that huge vehicular debacle in 3 and 4. We got 3 laps in, 5 to go. Matt Urban showing the fast way around. Keep your eyes on the 48 coming out of turn number 4. That is your leader. The 73 running in second is Rory Welch. Rory Welch now caught up to that second spot. And car number 9, there is Hunter Larson. He has worked his way up to third. 2 laps to go as Matt Urban comes across the line. 6 in, 2 to go. Matt Urban showing the fast way around in car number 48. Remember, the top 4 make it into the big dance, and right now Matt Urban leading the way. Black flag being displayed on car number 9. Hunter Larson getting that black flag. See if we can get you the news flash on what that's all about. And the number 9 getting the black flag from our official starter. And the white flag flies on Matt Urban, number 48, coming across the line. Your leader with 1 to go. So after what can only be described as eventful, heat race number 2, still eventful. Matt Urban gonna come across the line in first. There's a 73 on Rory Welch in second. Well, we can say that that was eventful at the very least. So the top 4 going to the show. 4th spot goes to Ryan Sporer in the 1X. 3rd place was Travis Klein to win that 69. Rory Welch holding on for 2nd out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Car number 48 heading down there into victory lane out of Slinger. That is Matt Urban, the winner of heat race number 2. Corner in the 03W, row number 2. Jim Zadroik in the 6E. Steve Laurier in the 66, row number 3. T-Shep, Tim Shepard in the 29S for the shotgun spot in the back as we go green. All right, well, for those of you young fans that are in the crowd that want to race a modified someday when you grow up, what you just saw happen at turn 1 in City, New York. I really do. Yeah, the Dark Knight on the outside of row number 2. Not only is the racing exciting, we are safe from crime as we go back to green flags. This will be our 3rd lap of our 3rd heat race. Pafford continuing to lead the way. Tim Shepard having a great battle with Laurier for 2nd. And take a look at this. We got a 3-way battle for 1 spot. 3 dogs, 1 bone. And that's how it happens. And we got a spin in turn number 3. We are going to stay green, though. Doing a great job to avoid that yellow flag. And keeping it going is the 31W of Kellen Wolf. Batman off of the track and out of action. Holy infield Batman as he pulls down to the infield off that backstretch. Top 4 coming out of turns number 3 and 4 right now. These are your transfer cars. Pafford and Shepard running up front, as is Timothy Warner in the 03W and Steve Laurier in the 66. Warner's going to be on point in the 03W. T-Shep moves into 2nd. The Flying Fire Chief in 3rd. Steve Laurier in 4th. Laps beginning to wind down on top of that Hot Farms Crow's Nest. Alex gives him the white flag. 1 lap to go for Timothy Warner. Again, a really interesting heat race. The checkered flies. Timothy Warner is going to go to victory lane. Tim Shepard's going to come home in 2nd. Steve Laurier coming home in 3rd. And it looks like 4th spot. Joel Seegert Jr., JSJ, in the 4JR, comes across the line in 4th. So he will punch his dance card to the main event. But heading down there into victory lane, the Ultimate Race Cars, Fable Trucks, Snap-on Tools, Terry Race Engines, Galaxy Coatings number 03W. It's the one and only Tim Warner. Old 27J to the outside. Austin Zadroik into 3Z to the inside of row number 3. Jeff Zadroik to the outside. And Jared Spaulding into 22S in the tail gunner spot of the back as we go green. Lap number 1, Brad Buckman's got it leading the way, but we have got a heck of a two-car battle going on right now for second. But right now it is all 67 of Young. Oh, we got a spin. Young in front of the whole field except for the leader. 67 loops it around, and he almost causes an entire multi-car wreck. You and give them a little whisper in their ear. Now's the time to do it because you're about a turn and a half away from it getting loud with our B mods. We're ready to do it. Green flag is back out. Glander making a case of it up top with Quarnstrom down low. 3-car battle for the second spot. Quarnstrom still going to hold on to it. Buckman leading the way by about 3-car lengths. Quarnstrom second. Now we have got a great show going on right now. Jeff Zadroik. You knew one of the Zadroik family was going to be mad fast. They always are when they're on the track. As Zadroik has now taken over the 3rd spot of the 18Z. Oh, we got a spin, the 29S of Scott Quarnstrom. Can't see it looped around to turn number 4. You go from second to dead last in less than a turn. Tough break for Quarnstrom. That's going to shake up second through 5th a little bit. Only your top 4 make it to the show. Buckman had to love seeing that because Buckman right now on point. There's a 19 of Parker Glander running in second. Zadroik running in 3rd. Buckman's got nothing but clear skies and a clear rear view mirror. Jared Spaulding in that 22S in the 4th and final transfer spot. Lap starting to wind down here at E-Race number 4 as we're gearing up for our B-main for our 360 sprint. Buckman continuing to lead the way. He may lead and win from flag to flag. He's just got to hang on for one more lap. Everybody else scratching and clawing behind him. Here comes the graphics. Custom vinyl Beyond Landscaping 11B. Buckman is your winner. Parker Glander going to come home in second. Jeff Zadroik in third. It looks like Jared Spaulding in the 22S in fourth. Those are the 4 cars that punch their automatic dance card to the main event later here tonight. But heading down to victory lane in the 11B, the graphics custom vinyl Beyond Landscaping, Mark Petrie Fabrication, Buckman Dairy Farms, Song Goose Farm number 11B, Brad Buckman.
Done for the night. So who's it going to be? First B main of the night. Grand Nationals will have a B main, as will the B mods. We'll keep rolling along tonight. So we got Rue on the pole, and here we go. Stephen Rue leads here on lap 1. Chris Clayton in second, and there comes the geezer Fosbender in the 7. Rue leads. Battle for second now. There comes Fosbender on the inside, trying to take that spot away from Clayton, and he will. Fosbender now, oh, back comes Clayton on the outside, not so fast. Fosbender right now in turn 3 appears to have the second spot. And here comes Brandon Berth in the 22B. He wants to get to the A main too. Nice lead here for Rue in the 46. Rue looking for his first checkered flag of any kind here at Plymouth. He's got a big time lead. Fosbender second. Off turn 4, back comes Clayton on the inside in the 2 car. He's trying to get that second spot back. He will. Clayton now in second. Fassbender back to third. Your final transfer car at the moment is Wilkie. Wilkie in the 24. He is running in sixth. Your final transfer spot. Halfway through. 6 down, 6 to go. Checkered will have 5 to go. 5 to go. Your leader with a huge lead coming off turn 4. Stephen Rue. We've got everybody single file all over the track. They really spread themselves out. And the final transfer spot belongs to that 24X as he goes into turn 3. He's got a little bit of a gap to the next car, the 98 of Malik. Malik running in the 7th spot, but he's a little ways back. We'll have 2 to go when your leader comes by right now. 2 laps to go. Rue down the backstretch. He is so far ahead. More than a straightaway ahead. 1 lap to go. Rue from the pole looks to be getting it done here in the B main. Rue battling. Well, he's not even battling. He's way ahead. The battle's for second, third. Nothing's changed with the top 6. Checkered flag has been waved. So, picking up his first win here at the Speedway, the 46 of Stephen Rue. The top 6 moving on will be the 2 car of Clayton, the 22B Berth, 7 Fassbender, 30 Doug Wondra, and the 24X of Eric Wilkie. Those cars will move to tonight's 25 lap A main. Gonna be scratched. All right, let's see who's going to go on to the A main. B-Mods, line up for your B main. B-Mod, B main, get lined up. Thank you. Here we go, your leader after 1, Greg Gaucher. Whoops, not so fast, the 16. Will Schumacher slides by for the lead. Oh, car turned around. Jack Burrell turned around over in turn 2, and I see a yellow flag in the air. The 16 car is your leader, and here we go. Again, top 4 should be moving on to the A main. We're 3 wide over there in turn 2. Coming into turn 3, we're still 3 wide. Look out, hang on. Little contact, but that's it, and away we go. Keep things under green. Schumacher leads, Weiss right on his tail. Now we got a battle back in the pack a little ways for the 3rd spot. Looks like the white car of Derek Cott. Derek Cott running in 3rd. Donnie Kulo 4th. Meyer, the 25 car, 5th. 27. Gaucher. He is running in the 6th spot ahead of Darrell Traber, that bright yellow and red car. Still close going up front for the lead. Schumacher trying to hold off Weiss. Weiss is right there should Schumacher waver at all. The veteran maybe won't. So far, so good for him. Laps counting down now, 7 to go. 5 down, 7 to go. Got a car off the pace over there, the 22. Now he's back up the speed, maybe. Maybe is the right word, huh? Here's your leaders right past the flag stand. Schumacher and Dustin Weiss. This race is halfway home, halfway home. Boy, them front 2 cars, nose to tail, and I see a yellow flag. Car up against the wall, that's that 22 car. appeared to be off the pace. Schumacher dives down off 4, your lead car, and the green is in the air. We are racing. We are racing. Schumacher, Weiss, caught 1, 2, 3. Kulo in that black car in the 4th spot. Daryl Traber, the yellow and red car, wanting to challenge. He'd like to get a transfer spot too. Now 5 laps to go in the race. Front cars are single file. Oh, little trouble in the backstretch. Chad Espin spins down to the infield. He'll keep it going. Keep this race underway. Tough race tonight for Chad. He's a capable winner. Not so much tonight. We'll have 3 to go this time by. 3 laps to go. Schumacher leads, but Dustin Weiss has been right there almost the entire race. And no opportunity to get by. 2 laps to go now. Well, Schumacher is bound and determined to stay on the bottom groove. Weiss, I don't know if he wants to brave going to the outside or not. Or is he content to stay where he's at and transfer? 1, 2, 3, your leaders into turn 1, and then 95 of Donnie Kulo would be 4th. Here they come off turn 4. They'll be looking at the checkered flag. Will Schumacher picking up the win. So your winner, Will Schumacher, car number 16, picks up the checkered flag. Second spot will go to Dustin Weiss. 3rd, Derek Cott. 4th, Donnie Kulo. They move on to the A main. I guess that's next week. Down at Angel Park in Sun Prairie. MSA Sprint Cars will be there. The MMW Industrial Supply Sprint Cars down at Sun Prairie tomorrow night. Graciolni and Ellis, they'll bring the field over to 4. Lineup's real nice and tight. Here we go. Graciolni from the point grabs the lead. Kneprath moving up into 17. From the 3rd row, quickly up the 3rd. Kellen Wolf in the 31W. 2nd-year driver. He went a little wide over in turn 2, and Kneprath will slide by him. Zroik, Austin Zroik in the 3 car in 4th. Should be the final transfer spot. Gracie Olney, your leader, he says, I'll see you folks later. He's on a mission to get that checkered flag, and he's way ahead right now. Kneprath 2nd, Wolf and Zroik. They battle for that 3rd spot. Zroik on the outside, Wolf on the inside. Right now it's going to be Zroik in 3rd. Here comes that 67 machine. We got some good tight racing back in the pack a little ways. Dan Young in the 67 started 12th. He's moving his way up through the field. Oh, car goes around down here in turn 4. 29S. Quanstrom, and that'll bring out a yellow as he could not quite get out of the way. So the big lead for Jordan Cross. We come to this point of the race, but that 67 machine of Dan Young, he's coming up in a hurry. We're back to the green. Oh, trouble down here in turn 1. Somebody jumped a tire, and that'll bring out a yellow. Catch up to us someday, maybe, huh? Hope he don't pass us. All right, here we go. Back under the green. Gracie Olney once again pulling away. But look at that battle back throughout the pack. Logan Brass in the 89 now making himself known. Coming off turn 4, Brass will be up in 4th. That drops the 67 of Young back to 5th. Zroik in the 6th is now 6th. Austin Zroik has the 3 car. He's running 2nd. 5 laps to go, 5 laps to go. Gracie Olney with nearly a straightaway lead. Logan Brass now moving up into the 2nd spot. He's come from 14th to 2nd. Good show for Logan Brass. Nice looking car, as are most of them. Gracie Olney continues to grow his lead. Brass running after him in 2nd. Top 4 transfer. Brandon Kneprath right now in the 17 car running 4th. 2 to go. Your leader coming off turn 4. 1 lap to go. White flag is up. Half a lap to go for your leader. Off turn 4, we got a car turned around and we are going to go yellow. Car did not get off the track. I believe that's Proxima. Singh was a champion at the track he raced at. That might have been up in Kalkana, I'm not sure. All right, here we go. 2 laps to go. So again, he has the lead and he's making it stick. Brass in 2nd, Zroik in 3rd, Kneprath trying to hold on in the 4th spot. Gets a little contact there from that 6 car. 1 lap, here we go. Half a lap to the win. Oh, a little trouble down here between 3 and 4. Oh my goodness, Kneprath, who had a transfer spot, it is now gone. So your winner, Jordan Graciolny, 2nd spot, Logan Brass. Then I believe it's Jim Zroik.
Your PDTR MSA 360 Sprint. A big thank you to MMW Industrial Supply and, of course, Acrate Auto, proud sponsors of your MSA and Plymouth Dirt Track Sprint cars. Lights are out. Alex has given them the 1 to go sign, so that's it. Plymouth, the next time they come out of turn number 4, the Thunder will be rolling. So I ask all of you great race fans here and at home, what time is it? It's showtime! Oh, the Thunder just rumbles underneath their seat, doesn't it, Brady? Porchy running into that 2nd spot. Ben Schmidt leads us through lap number 1. Porchy and Rossman battling it out right there for a 2nd. Carnitz at 4th. Alex Pokorski rounding out your top 5 in the early going. The Gladiator Ben Schmidt looking to pick up and gain where he left off with that feature event win on opening night. Continuing to lead the way with Clayton Rossman in hot pursuit close behind. Kevin Carnitz beating on the back door. Brady Porchy for 3rd. Carnitz with the advantage at 3rd. Brady Porchy slides back to 4th. Pokorski in car number 4 holding on to that 5th spot. Larson in 6th. Davis in 7th. Gayton in 8th. Grimsbach in 9th. And Joseph Hintz in 10th. Ben Schmidt looking smooth, got the number 1 car with about a 10 car length advantage over Clayton Rossman. Rossman, a multi-time Wisconsin wingless sprint car champion, currently running in 2nd with Kevin Carnitz closing in at that 63K. already approaching the tail of the field, just 5 laps into this one. Ben Schmidt can already see the tail end of traffic as he is coming up in the back of Wilkie and Fossbender. Rossman continues to roll around at second, Karnitz at third, Porchy at fourth, Pokorski at fifth. Here comes Chris Larson in the 51 to challenge Pokorski for that 5th spot. Ben Schmidt checking up a little bit as he comes up on the tail of the field. That's going to allow Clayton Rossman to move in just a little bit closer. Rossman in the 09, dipping down low. Schmidt up high around the 24X of Wilkie. And now the leaders are starting to catch traffic. Your leader, Ben Schmidt, in car number 1, now heading into turn number 3 with Clayton Rossman close behind. Karnitz in that 63K taking a low line, and he is challenging Clayton Rossman for that 2nd spot. Everybody getting tangled up right now with the Wilkie's Auto Service 24X. Rossman able to hold on to 2nd. Karnitz coming out strong for 3rd. Here comes your leader, Ben Schmidt, across the line. 10 in, 15 to go for the Gladiator with the Gibbsville Cheese Wincher Family Cattle number 1. Leader heading down the backstretch into turn number 3. Here comes Clayton Rossman and Kevin Karnitz running in 2nd and 3rd. Trying not to let him get too far away, but right now it is a full straightaway advantage for Ben Schmidt. Rossman has his hands full of Karnitz. Karnitz getting by Rossman on the low side coming out of turn number 2. 63K puts his tail end in front of the 09. Karnitz sneaks over 2nd. Clayton Rossman sliding back to 3rd in the 09. Alex Pokorski now in car number 4, getting a peek of that 3rd spot as Rossman now has to deal with the young man in car number 4. 3rd and 4th spot, screaming into turn 3 and 4. Pokorski down low. Pokorski will take away 3rd. Rossman back to 4th. Karnitz now running in 2nd with Ben Schmidt continuing to lead the way. Schmidt coming across the line. 14 in, 11 to go for the Gladiator Ben Schmidt. Kevin Karnitz in the 63K running in 2nd. There comes Alex Pokorski. Battle shaping up for 2nd spot as Karnitz continues to hold on to that spot. Alex Pokorski starting to turn up the heat a little bit on the back of the 63K. Battle for 2nd coming across the line. Rossman in 4th, Porchy in 5th. Brady Porchy having a sensational run in the 55P, running in 5th. Clayton Rossman in 4th. Alex Pokorski and Kevin Karnitz continuing to load haymakers at each other in that battle for the 2nd position. Karnitz down low, Pokorski up high. Karnitz heading into turn 3 first. Pokorski is now looking up top. Your leader comes across the line. Ben Schmidt with a massive lead. 2nd spot, Kevin Karnitz crossing the line, and there's Alex Pokorski close behind him. Schmidt ticking down laps quickly. 18 in, 7 to go in our 25-lap main event. Karnitz continues to hang on a 2nd. Pokorski, Rossman, and Gaydon now. Donnie Gaydon in the 27G has now worked his way around Brady Porchy. He puts his nose up into the top 5. Clayton Rossman feeling the heat as Donnie Gaydon is starting to bring up the flames on the back of the 09. There goes your leader across the line. 20 and 5 to go for Ben Schmidt. Laps and time starting to tick down. Ben Schmidt is dominating a more than 6-second lead for the Gladiator Ben Schmidt in car number 1. He comes across the line. 3 to go for Ben Schmidt. There comes Kevin Karnitz in 2nd. Pokorski in 3rd. Donnie Gaydon and Clayton Rossman continuing to battle in 4th and 5th. It's been a whirlwind since the drop in the green, but Ben Schmidt, the Gladiator, the Dominator. 1 lap to go, the white flag flies for the Gibbsville Cheese Wincher Family Cattle number 1. With his 2nd feature event win on the season, your defending champion, Ben Schmidt, takes that checkered flag. Now looking for 2nd spot. That will belong to Kevin Karnitz, I believe, in a 67. Just 42 seconds longer than your record 25-lap A main here at PDTR. Top 10, you're going to see TJ Smith coming home in 10th, Joseph Hintz in 9th, Brady Porchi in 8th, Kurt Davis in 7th, Chris Larson finishes in 6th, Clayton Rossman 5th, Donnie Gayton in 4th, Alex Pekorski in 3rd, Kevin Karnitz comes home in 2nd, and winning this feature event by more than 6 seconds over second place. It's his second feature event win on the season, your defending champion, and that takes him up to 27 career feature event wins here at Plymouth. How about it for the Wincher Family Cattle Gibbsville Cheese #1? Your winner tonight here at PDTR, Ben Schmidt. And I know he's going to want to have a word with the veteran voice of PDTR, so we're going to turn this one down. George, that man has got 2 feature event wins in the season, 27 in his career, and a lot to be happy about tonight.
Gibbsville Cheese on the wing. Good stuff. Bitter Newman, Appliance Furniture, Mattresses, Wincher Family Cattle, Gaydon Auto Body, American Dream Realty, all sponsors on that hot rod. Okay, Ben. Come on down quick, Ben. You get a big hug and then come on down. We got to get moving along here. Them late model guys are getting as anxious as you were. Now, Ben, real quick. You ran high, you ran low, you ran in cars all over the place. Something was set up right.
Yeah, I got to give credit to the guys. You know, they really read the track right tonight. They did till the top, which was where we want to be eventually, but it did look like some rubber was coming in, so every once in a while I'd duck down and make sure I wasn't missing out on the fun down low. But got to thank my sponsors, Gibbsville Cheese, Funky Monkey, Bitter Newman, Vandervaart, Wincher Family Cattle, Elite, Cowlicks, American Dream Realty, Pit Stop Pizza, Odyssey Fun Center, just Gaydon Auto Body. Just got a lot of guys that help us out.
All right, tomorrow night you go down to the Prairie.
Yeah, we've had some mixed luck down there. We did win, but it was a track that we never could really break through until a couple years ago. So hopefully, you know, this is the first one of back-to-back this weekend.
All right, we love it. Congratulations, Ben Schmidt.
Spoiler on the back of that car in the 99M, and Justin Ritchie in car number 70 to the outside in car number 70 in the 14th spot. Row number 8 to the inside of the Sheboygan Falls in the 19J, Justin Green. Outside of him, Justin Schmidt out of Cleveland, Wisconsin in the 9. Urban Motors HD, Bonafide Security Solutions, Taylor Scheffler Construction, Roger and Dan's Auto Service, and Ricky Lemon Trucking as we are ready to do it. Folks, you have already seen the lightning, and with our Super 6 late models, bring that thunder! Nick Anvely going to lead us to lap number 1. Taylor Scheffler close behind, and there was Brad Trey J. Miller in the 89, and we've got trouble in turn 3. That'll happen. You get that many fast to go. Let's get them rolling, boys and girls. Bring it, make it loud again. Let's give us something to watch. Taylor Scheffler pouring it on to try to come after Nick Anvely, continuing to lead. Right now it is the Nick Anvely show with Taylor Scheffler and Brad Miller close behind. But check out Mitch McGrath. He is not letting the top 3 get anywhere near away from him. McGrath in car number 74, newer car for the 2025 season. He has got it working good. And there comes the number 3, Brett Swedberg, looking up into 5th. Keep your eyes on Swedberg, no stranger to victory lane anywhere that he goes either. Adler sliding back into the 6th spot of the 7 machine as Anvely starts to extend his lead over Taylor Scheffler in the early going. Now here comes that 24 machine. 24S of Jaden Schmidt starting to make his presence known in the battle for a top 5 spot as Anvalik starting to pull away from Scheffler. Battles for position further back in the pack, almost 3 wide in a battle for the tail. These guys are still going at it, not even near the front, but it is tooth and nail everywhere they're racing on this track. Sawyer's back to the 99. Mike Mullen, your points leader in the 99, and battling it out for the 8th position as they come around 3 and 4. There go your leaders in turns number 1 and 2. 7 laps in, 23 to go for Nick Anvalik. These guys are making short work of PDTR right now, and it is all Nick Anvalik. It is a follow the leader show right now as Anvalik in the 15 is showing a fast way around. Scheffler doing everything he can to keep him within sight with Brad Miller, Mitch McGrath, and the 3 of Brett Swedberg running in your top 5. Here comes your leader across the line. It is Anvalik, Scheffler, and McGrath. Miller back to 4th. There's the 3 of Swedberg running in 5th. Now starting to put his crosshairs in the back of the 89. And there's going to be a fight for 4th pretty soon. Brad Miller can feel the heat of Swedberg in car number 3 coming up close behind. Now leading the way to try to win night number 2 of the Super 6 Late Model Series as we go back to green. 12 in, 18 to go. Scheffler and McGrath throwing some stank at him, but Anvalik able to stay on point in front of the 10 of the 74. Showing a fast way around McGrath at second, Scheffler in third. Look at that battle for 4th between Brent Miller and the 3 of Swedberg. Miller winning the battle. Swedberg starting to collect himself again in car number 3, but he's got his hands full right now too. Here comes Jaden Schmidt. 24S going to make a case for that 5th spot. Anvalik starting to pull away from the 74 McGrath. Laying down a rubber road to a victory right now. The 15 trying to keep his distance. McGrath has got it turning. No, that 74 not letting him get too far away. Taylor Scheffler settling into 3rd with Miller in 4th and Swedberg in 5th. Here comes that battle for 5th. I told you about the 24S of Schmidt starting to throw it at the number 3. Jaden Schmidt, the 24S, trying to take 5th spot away from Swedberg as they battle it out the 3 and the 24S heading down the backstretch. Now it is Swedberg looking to the high side of Miller in the 89. Battle for 4th as they come into turn number 4. Anvalik down low, McGrath up high. A tale of 2 groups right now as Anvalik continuing to lead the way. McGrath not letting him get too far out front. Staying within a 3-car length reach of your leader, Nick Anvalik. Scheffler got a little bit of sheet metal flying in the wind, but that doesn't matter. That ain't slowing down the 10S, currently holding on to that 3rd spot. Miller in 4th, Swedberg in 5th, Schmidt in 6th. Battle with the 99s at 7th and 8th. Sawyer Specht and Mike Mullen battling it out. The 74, McGrath down to the infield. Are you kidding me? McGrath was challenging for the lead, and now Mitch McGrath finds himself on the lawn. Nick Anvalik all alone in front in car number 15. That means Scheffler takes over 2nd, Miller in 3rd, Swedberg in 4th, Jaden Schmidt in 5th. As Nick Anveling crosses the hot farm start-finish stripe this time, we would be down to 8 laps to go, and the yellow flag flies. We've got a spin in turn number 2. Everything they got at him. We got a no show to go. We go green coming out of turn number 4. Up front, Anveling looking to take home yet another feature event win on the season as he dips down into turn 4, gets on a loud pedal, and we get back to it. Jaden Schmidt and Brett Swedberg putting on a clinic in that battle for 4th right now. Miller and Scheffler battling it out for 2nd as Anveling continues to look over his shoulder and start to leave everybody behind. We're going to be down to a handful this time. 5 to go for Nick Anveling. Scheffler and Miller running in 2nd and 3rd. Swedberg in 4th, Schmidt in 5th. Nothing to it but to do it. They are throwing everything they got at him. Anveling, cool, calm, and collected, but here comes Taylor Scheffler. Scheffler might have something for him. Taylor Scheffler in the 10S, breathing down the neck of the 15 of Anveling. Anveling down low, Scheffler up high. Running that cushion, getting some push as he comes out of turn number 4. We're down to 3 to go. Anveling feeling the heat, sweat in the back of his neck, and Scheffler is cranking the burners up to 11 as they come on to turn number 4. Scheffler throwing everything he's got at him. We're down to a deuce. White flag will fly this time for Nick Anveling. Taylor Scheffler has one revolution to try to get him. Scheffler down low with a slider in front. They get together in turn 2. Anveling on the gas. Here comes Brad Miller. It's a 3-way dance to the finish. And at the end, it's going to be Nick Anveling, Taylor Scheffler, and Brad Miller. Are you kidding me? It took me a minute. I had to get out a can of some oxygen and catch my breath on that one. Boy, did you guys just see a barn burner or what? Sawyer Speck comes home in 10th, Justin Green in 9th, Justin Ritchie in 8th, Joe Bongiorno in 7th, Mike Mullen in 6th, Jaden Schmidt in 5th, Brett Swedberg 4th. Now check this out. Brad Miller comes home in 3rd, Taylor Scheffler in 2nd. Your winner in car number 15, Nick Anveling. Heading down to the fast.
We'll get him in just a second. The sign here says 1,500 Smackers. I bet that. Here he comes. Helmet out. All right, here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Anveling. I just heard the announcer say 0.3 of a second separated the front 3 cars at the finish. You couldn't have had that any better if you rehearsed it.
And better for my end. I probably should have known that. I mean, usually the bottom, it was getting to be a long ways around the top down there. And when I drove down after Taylor went by me when the checker come out, I drove down on the bottom, and it felt like it was kind of it was cleaned up pretty good. It was almost taking a little bit of rubber maybe off of 2, and I didn't know that, so I guess Taylor had one up on me. That's kind of the bad part of sitting out in front when there's only a few laps to go. You're really not sure where everybody's racing, so.
Good place to be, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with it. Taylor gave her a hell of a slide job there, and I ended up kind of catching him a little bit in the left rear, and the lap before that I was caught up against the wall. I had to wheel. I couldn't get out of the mud there, and it got a little crazy the last couple laps, but it was fun.
Brad Miller was right there watching both of you.
Oh, good.
Congratulations, Nick. You always put on a good show, and you did again tonight.
Thank you, appreciate it. Track was in good shape tonight. Thanks for all the fans coming out.
Braving another chilly night here in Plymouth. Congratulations, Nick Anvilink.
This one again. Austin Yancey, Brad Weiss, row number 1. Brian Gillis, Nate Rue, row number 2. Maverick Rue, Tyler Wilson, row number 3. Ryan Minster, Tyler Kulo, row number 4. Jeff Muehlbauer, Jake Richards, row number 5. 25 laps, the scheduled distance. Oostburg Automotive Grand Nationals on the line. Get 'em rolling, boys and girls. We're ready for some green flag A-main action for the Grands. Three wide through 3 and 4. And they made it work. Brad Weiss, your leader. Brian Gillis, Nate Rue running in second and third as they continue to start to shake their way down to the early going of our third A-main of the night. This one for our Oostburg Automotive Grand Nationals. Two-car breakaway out front as Brad Weiss and Brian Gillis starting to run away from the rest of the field. Gillis, the feature event winner for the Grand Nationals, back here 2 weeks ago on the 10th of May. Been a few weeks in between, but right now he is chasing down Brad Weiss for that lead. Battles for position all over the track. We got a mowing along down in turn number 2 as it is a two-car breakaway between Brad Weiss and Brian Gillis. Great battle going on for third. Tyler Wilson of the K9, Nate Rue, and Tyler Kulo are within slapping distance of each other at third, fourth, and fifth. Problems for the 48 on the front stretch. That's going to be Roger Frank slowing drastically into turn number 1. Keeping a high line and keeping under power, so that'll keep us green. But Roger Frank about ready to pull off of the track and early into the night for Roger. This time as your leaders come by, the Hop Farm start-finish stripe, 7 laps in. 18 to go for Brad Weiss. The Sega Power Equipment, Hot Shots Pub, Houseman, and Fiend Attorneys at Law. Number 53B, continuing show Fastway. There go your leaders across the start-finish stripe, and the K9 starting to close in. Tyler Wilson closing the gap. Only 0.2 of a second between Weiss and Gillis in that battle for first and second. But here comes Tyler Wilson. He's going to make this a three-way tangle as they come out of turns number 3 and 4. 11 laps in, 14 to go. Nate Rue having a great run in that 4th spot. Tyler Kulo rolling out the 5th, followed by Minster, Source Jr., Muehlbauer, Skolten, and Richards, your top 10. Wilson running that high line, but he's starting to chase down the Hall of Famer Brian Gillis. Tyler Wilson using up that right rear, running that cushion up by the wall, but he has got something working, closing in on the leaders. Brad Weiss, Brian Gillis continuing to dig down low as Tyler Wilson using it up, running that tightrope up top. Wilson cut a 1 second advantage down to 9/10 of a second. Keep your eyes on the K9. He might have something working, but right now Weiss and Gillis starting to pull away. Problems on the backstretch. We lose another competitor from this one as we are going to be 15 in, 10 laps to go for Brad Weiss. Your leader in the 53B, Brad Weiss, starting to catch up to the tail of the field. Brian Gillis on that rear bumper. Has not let him get more than a car length away for the entire duration of this race. Gillis now peeking in the side window, trying to see what that dashboard looks like as he is starting to stalk the back of Weiss, waiting for him to strike at any time as we are down to 8 laps remaining. Tyler Wilson of the K9 is now pulling to within striking distance of the Hall of Famer Brian Gillis. The leaders coming out of turn number 3 and 4. We're going to be down to 6 to go this time by as they come across the Hop Farm start-finish stripe. Battles for position all over the track, but your leaders are screaming into turns number 3 and 4. 6 to go this time. Tail end of field in front of your leader, Brad Weiss. Is this going to be Hall of Famer Brian Gillis' time to strike? It is definitely allowing Tyler Wilson. He has taken a 1 second disadvantage, and he is only 0.3 of a second behind the leaders. 3-car breakaway as they make their way around the tail of the field. Here they come out of turn number 3 and 4. Wilson up top, going to make his presence known. He's on top of the 89 in a battle for second, and we're down to 4 laps remaining. It's not going to get much closer than this. 3-wide battle for the lead as they go into turn number 3. Brad Weiss looking to the left, looking to the right. There's nowhere to go. He continues to hang into the lead. Gillis down low, Wilson up high. They touch. Gillis hits the tires down low. And they touch in the back. Gillis into the wall. Weiss loses his position. Tyler Wilson takes the lead with 2 laps to go. It does not get any more dramatic than this. You talk about consistency. Tyler Wilson has been persistent as the white flag flies on the K9. This is definitely one for the history books, and you have seen it here tonight, folks. Your winner of the Grand National feature in the K9, Tyler Wilson. Hall of Famer Brian Gillis comes home in second. Ryan Minster in third. Brad Weiss in fourth. Tyler Kulo rounds out your top 5. Should be Tyler Wilson.
All right, race fans, here he comes, Tyler Wilson. Come here, Tyler. First of all, tell me about your car.
It's an IMCA stock car.
Okay, and it goes pretty good. A couple times I thought you were going to tip over. You had it up.
Oh yeah, there's a nice cushion up there. That was pretty fun.
That really unfolded kind of crazy at the end.
Yeah, I didn't really feel I was catching the two front cars too good, and I saw the lap cars coming, and I figured it was my one chance just to wing it around the top and hope it stuck.
Well, they decided to play bumper tag and help you out a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what happened. But anyway, where do you normally race, or what's the deal here?
I race all over. I'm not really running for points this year, so I wanted to try to win at every track in the state, so this was one I had to cross off, so I got it done.
You sure did. Congratulations. You can come back again if you like.
Thank you.
Tyler Wilson.
Ryan Sporer in the 1X on the outside of that row. Row number 8 sees Joel Seegert Jr. in the 41R, Jeff Sedroik in the 18Z. Row number 9, Jordan Gracialdi in the 99, Logan Brass in the 89, and Austin and Jim Sedroik make up that last row. Wind them up and turn them loose. It's all stars of dirt cars time. Your modifieds are green. Brad Buckman going to lead you through lap number 1 with Travis Schmidt, Travis Kleindl, Timothy Warner, and Matt Urban in hot pursuit. Early going. Lap number 1 at 25. This is lap number 2. Look who's on top. Travis Schmidt, your defending modified champion here at PDTR, takes over the top spot in your Sheboygan Flooring B Mod A main event. Travis going to bring us down to lap number 3, 22 to go. They are beating and banging to that battle for second right now. Man, oh man, Brad Buckman and Travis Kleindl battling for position. Real estate property is worth fighting over in this A-main right now. Travis Schmidt continuing to show the fast way around in car number 3 here in the early going. 4 laps in, 21 to go. Schmidt, he knows a little bit something about restarting and staying ahead of the field. He's your defending champ. That boy knows how to win as they come back down to the stripe. 4 in, 21 to go. Three wide as they battle for position a little further back in the pack, and 3 wide battling for position through 3 and 4. Beating and banging from 7th place on. Get the ball peen hammers out, tack out some of that sheet metal because we get another one around in turn number 4. Autographed, still plenty of stars out in the pits that would love to meet you here tonight at the conclusion of this one. Currently leading the way. 20 more laps. Has he got it in him? Can he pick up his first feature event win on the season? We're about to find out. 20 laps to go. Steve Laurier doing a little gambling and running the 66 up to the high line in a 3-way battle for second right now. Laurier in the 66 car trying to find his way to the front. Makes a slick move behind the 11 of Brad Buckman, and the battle for third is on. Laurier gives that 11 car the shoulder. Laurier takes over third. Buckman slides back to fourth. Schmidt continuing to lead the way. Everybody's starting to calm down a little bit and wind out, racing in their own grooves. Schmidt continuing to throw the fast way around, though. 5-car length advantage over Kleindl, who's running at second. Laurier at third, followed by Tim Warner and Matt Urban, your top 5. Nine laps in, 16 to go. Coming across the Hop Farm stripe is your leader. He is quite a distance away from the rest of the field. Clear skies ahead. Combing his hair, looking in the rearview mirror. Nice drive in the country. Kleindl and Laurier also running in their own personal distancing space, as in Timothy Warner. Right now, the heat is all on Brad Buckman. He's in 5th. He has the rest of the field chomping away at what he wants, a top 5 spot. Here comes Buckman out of turn number 4 with the entire field behind him looking for a top 5 position. Top 4 cars, including your leader. Your leader coming out of turn number 3 and 4, leading the way. 12 laps in, 13 to go. They are beating and banging from 5th spot on back right now, and it is Matt Urban working his way up to 5th, followed by Long, Buckman, Brass, and Shepard. Logan Brass working his way up to the field, and we've got some hard contact at turn 4. Yellow flag comes out as we went to a modified race, and a demo derby broke out in that 4th turn. We're going to try to throw a chain around that back bumper at Travis Schmidt when they get ready to take off. We got a dozen to go as we go back to green. Laurier started on the outside of that second row behind the leader, starting to pedal backwards a little bit now in that 66. Maybe some problems in that machine, and right now it is Kleindl and Warner in second and third, trying to chase down Travis Schmidt, who's got a nice, comfortable 5-car length lead. 15 in, 10 to go for Travis Schmidt. TS just too strong right now, starting to pull away from the rest of the field. You see the rubber getting laid down right now, but handling it like a champ is that 3 machine. Kleindl at second, Warner at third, Laurier at 4th, and there is Spencer Long running in 5th. And it looks like we got one parked up by the wall on the backstretch, and that's going to bring out a yellow flag for sure. Whip, we're going to make you guys behave for the last 7 laps. Travis Schmidt going to lead him down. We're going to play Crack the Whip coming out of turn number 4 as we go into the home stretch of our final aim main of the night. Kleindl slides up a little high. Timothy Warner looking down low, trying to snatch second spot away as Schmidt continues to lead, taking us down to 6th to go. Warner will take over second spot. Kleindl to third, and here comes Steve Laurier. The double 6 machine looking down low by the tires, trying to snatch that podium spot away. Kleindl fighting back. Schmidt starting to build that lead over Timothy Warner. Looks like he cannot be stopped, but we've got 4 laps to find out. He comes down to the start-finish line. 4 to go for Travis Schmidt. Making this one look easy. We're down to 3, and now here comes the birthday boy, Travis Kleindl, pulling up to the back bumper of Timothy Warner in a battle for second. Steve Laurier slides back to 5th. Spencer Long finds his way to the 4th spot. We're down to 2 to go. Travis Schmidt trying to stay on that loud pedal as Timothy Warner starting to close in a little bit in the waning moments of this. Here comes the laundry. The white flag is out and your defending champion. Warner at 2nd. The birthday boy Travis Kleindl running at 3rd. Nothing to it but to do it. He has not looked back since the beginning. The checkered flag falls for Travis Schmidt. Timothy Warner comes home at 2nd. Birthday boy Travis Kleindl at 3rd. Spencer Long at 4th. Steve Laurier rounds out your top 5. Logan Brass comes home in 10th. Matt Urban in 9th. Jeff Zadroik in 8th. Jim Zadroik at 7th. Tim Shepard at 6th. Steve Laurier at 5th. Spencer Long at 4th. Travis Kleindl, blow out them candles, man. He comes home in 3rd. Timothy Warner at 2nd. Your defending champion, your winner here tonight in the Racers Hall, Common State Bank, Wicked Spirits, MMW Industrial Supply, Barry Moss Engines number 3. How about it, Plymouth, for Travis Schmidt.
Your winner, Travis Schmidt, obviously very elated, as he should be. Heard a horn blow off the backstretch, so he's got some family and fans back there. That's how it works. Nice heat coming out of this motor here. Feels good. All right, Travis. Not civilization. That was kind of an interesting deal, Travis. You had a nice big lead. Yellow comes out. There goes your lead. But I guess the good news in a way, you were now all by yourself in front, and you didn't have to worry about lapping anybody for a while.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago I got messed up by some lap traffic for a win, and I seen the yellow come out when I caught the lap traffic, and I was very happy.
I figured you were, but later on, after the next yellow flag, you had that 03W car in your butt. That's can be a little scary. For ours, because he's good.
He is a very good driver, very good cars. We're on the same playing field. We run the same cars. But Tim is, he's definitely hard.
You've been doing a lot of racing this year, despite we have some cancellations and things here, but you've been running around racing.
Yeah, we travel around. We like run up Gravity Park here. Last weekend we ran Boone Speedway in Iowa and Benton County and Vinton. And we just like racing.
I can tell. Well, anyway, congratulations. You got a sponsor or two you want to mention?
Yeah, I'd like to thanks Racers Hall, Bar and Grill here in Plymouth, Collins State Bank, Audi Bus Services, Wicked Spirits Bar in Old Waldo, MMW Industrial Supply. We got Cow Country from, got Complete Water out of Waldo. Mr. and Mrs. Fireman John, they live over here in the back stretch. We got Rolling Iron, RC Custom Design, Platinum Pro Construction. Can't do it without Barry Moss's High Performance Racing Engines. Jim's Lakes Overhead Door, and Hidden Dreams Trucking out of Waldo.
Travis, you did that so well. I think when you're done racing someday, there might be another opportunity for you at the racetrack.
Thank you.
Travis Schmidt, congratulations.